Hey everyone, so in this video I'll be going over briefly how to install the necessary software for robotics. So let's head over to the Wpi Lib docs. This is a really great guide to how to install everything you need in terms of software on 3 different operating systems: Windows, Mac, and Linux. In this tutorial, I'll be going over how to install with Mac because that's what I have. So if you have like a different operating system, you can skip this video or just watch until I start with the Mac specific stuff, and then you can just head on to the next video. And feel free to ask me and Chirag if you have any questions. So yeah, for Windows, it's relatively easier than Mac and Linux because when you download, everything is together. Whereas Mac and Linux, you have to first install VS Code and then install the extensions separately. So Windows should be relatively easy, but let us know if you have any questions. And what VS Code is basically kind of an IDE. It's like a text editor, but it has a lot more capabilities than just a simple text editor. And it's basically where you can write and run code. And that's where we'll be writing code for robotics. So I'm going to start on the Mac specific stuff. So if you have a Windows or a Linux, you can just, or if you have a Linux, you can look at the Mac tutorial because it's pretty similar. But if you have a Windows, you can just follow the steps on here, and you'll have access to the link. We'll probably have it in our Google Classroom or website or whatever. So yeah, you can just skip on to the next video. I'm going to start with Mac. So the first thing you want to do is install VS Code. You can do that by going to this link. Because I already have VS Code, I don't want to reinstall it or re-download it. So you can just, this step is pretty easy, so you can do that yourself. Just make sure to drag it into your applications. And next you want to download the Wpi Lib release. So click on this link and that leads you here. So scroll all the way down. Click on this Mac download, and you'll end up with this tar.gz download. So if you go to your downloads in Finder, you'll see it here. Double click on it to unzip, and you'll end up with this folder. Oops. I accidentally started a bit early from a previous attempt at this recording, so let me undo what I've done. So what you'll end up with is, it'll look like this. You can see it in the installation guide too. They have in their downloads folder, they have this Wpi Lib folder that contains all this stuff. And what they want you to do is copy the contents of this folder to a new folder in your home directory, Wpi Lib 2020. So you can go to your home directory. How I did that is typing in the name of my home directory, which is just my full name, and clicking on it, double click on it, and it'll lead you there in a separate window. So what you can do is click on all these contents in this thing that you downloaded and unzipped. You can click on all of them by doing click and then shift and click on the last one, so that highlights all of them. And then you can click and drag. Oh wait, first you want to create your Wpi Lib 2020 folder. So you can click on your home directory, settings, new folder, Wpi Lib, and then within this folder you could right click new folder or just do settings, new folder again, and call this 2020. And now you want to copy all the contents of the folder you downloaded to a new folder in your home directory. So yeah, just take everything you highlighted, drag it in here, and then you're set for that step. And then next, this part is kind of the harder part. You have to run a Python script in your terminal. So if you have no idea what a terminal is, that's totally fine. A terminal is basically just what you can use to run commands for your computer. And it's really great to manage a lot of stuff, installing stuff, controlling different things in your computer. So to open your terminal, you can click on Spotlight Search or do Command Space to access your Spotlight Search, and then type in terminal, and you can hit enter to go to your terminal, and it'll look something like this. You can see this little home logo, and this is your home directory, so this is where my terminal defaults to. So they want us to change our directory to Wpi Lib 2020 tools. Right now our directory is our home directory. So to change directories, you can use this command cd, that stands for change directory, and you can visualize it with this. You can see I'm cding into Wpi Lib, so that's cd Wpi Lib, hit enter, and your command has run. And you know it's finished because it pops up this new prompt which shows that it's done with this command and it's ready to take in another command. So we can cd again because right now we're in Wpi Lib. You can cd into 2020, which is this folder that we created, and then they want us to cd again into tools. So in tools, they want us to run this Python script toolsupdater.py. So in order to do that, you want to do Python and then the name of the script. So that's toolsupdater.py. So it'll take a little bit, and you can see it ran, my bad, and prompted you for a new command. And this should populate the tools directory. So if you do ls, you can see all the files that are now populated in your tools folder, or you could just go to your Finder and click on this tools folder and you can see the exact same thing. So those are some really beneficial Wpi Lib tools. And next they want you to install these Wpi Lib extensions. I won't be going over this because I think it's more self-explanatory. I think the main hard part of the Mac installation is running the scripts with your terminal. So yeah, I think this should be more simple. They have screenshots, and they have an order in which they want you to install these files. So make sure you follow that order, and then have your VS Code point to the correct Java 11. And yeah, that's basically it. I think you should be fine after this terminal step. Let me know, or Chirag know, if you have any questions. But that's basically it for the installation. And when you're done with this, your VS Code should look like this. Maybe like a different color scheme, but you should have the Welcome tab. And you should have this Wpi Lib extension in your top right. And you can click on it, and it prompts you with a ton of Wpi Lib commands. So these will be available to you if you've gone through all these steps properly. So that's it for this video. The next video, I'll be doing how to create your local project.